Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Gabbabetic, and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I'm sitting in the hospital. I'm about to go in for my review after a week on manual mode of the pump. Those videos, I'll link them down below if you want to see that. This week is SMARTGAURD. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe. As you can see, I am out of the clinic, so while I'm walking Lana, let's do a little catch up. It's lunchtime now, so I still haven't eaten lunch. I'm hungry, but my blood sugar is 6.5 before I walked anyway. So I think the review went really well. They had like my graph up on the screen and we went through everything. And I think the main thing was, what was really good was they agreed in what I was saying of things that needed to change. So we're still in manual mode until tomorrow, but SMARTGAURD is very soon. So the reason we want manual mode perfect is if I ever have to go back into it, if SMARTGAURD isn't on because like the sensor dies or something, or if I needed to come out of SMARTGAURD for being sick, things like that. We want to have the manual mode as good as it can be. So first thing we did was we increased the nighttime basal because I'm still going high at nighttime. It's just not enough what it was at the moment. So we've changed that. Don't ask me what it's changed to, but it's basically as high now as my daytime ones, because before it was pretty low. That was my main concern, I guess, was that like I didn't think the ratios were right. Like I thought the daytime basal should be this and I thought the nighttime should be higher. So now we're at that point, which is really good. So I hope from tonight it will help me not be as high blood sugars. Also, I tend to go into suspend before low after dinner before nighttime. So what happens is I have my dinner like 5 or 6, then I dip and usually go low or suspend before low, and then I'll go high again. So to counteract that, we changed the insulin to carb ratio from 1:10 at dinner to 1:12. So that should help. And then the final big change what we did was that we changed the insulin sensitivity factors. So for all times of day I used to have it at 1:3, and now I've changed it. So in the nighttime it's going to be 1:2.5. And what I mean by that is 1 unit of insulin lowers the blood sugar by 2.5. So then the pump should be able to calculate that instead of saying 1 unit drops by 3 and giving me, say, 2 units to drop me by 6, it will only say at nighttime 1 unit only drops by 2.5, so give me more. So that should help the highs. And then we've changed that in the morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm really insulin sensitive. So we're saying 1 unit drops by 3.5 in the morning. So then I should need less insulin for a correction, because what was happening was I was correcting because I was high after night and then going low. So see what I mean? It's very complicated. So yeah, it's all very much tweaking slightly things. So we'll do that now today, SMARTGAURD tomorrow. So these things won't matter in SMARTGAURD, but it's like I said, if I ever had to go back to manual mode, we want things correct. And like when my sensor died early, that would have set me back to manual mode if I'd have been in SMARTGAURD. So things like that. So yeah, I'm really happy with the changes. And then I just had loads of questions from like, told them about my sensor dying early. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that. And about other things that were going on. Questions mostly. And the follow-up will be SMARTGAURD tomorrow with medtronic. Then 2 weeks from now, catch up with the nurses. And then a month after that, another catch up. So that's it as far as the manual mode stuff. So tomorrow is SMARTGAURD. So I'll catch up with you then, and I'll let you know if any of the changes that we made today made any difference. But it went well and they answered all my questions, even though I had like the most obscure questions that they hadn't encountered before. But like, if anything happens, I just write it down and I want to answer. That's the scientific brain. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you tomorrow, but I'm feeling good and my blood sugar is holding steady, so I hope I'll make it home without going low
tomorrow.
Okay, so today is the day, SMARTGAURD day. So I got an email from Medtronic. It had a SMARTGAURD checklist, so I have to have everything done on this beforehand. There's only 4 things on it. So first is get the MiniMed app, which is the app for the mobile that I have. Then it's get the WeCare app, which is like their second app for like if things go wrong, like ordering replacements and things like that. I have that. Have a working sensor. It's working right now. The training's in 2 hours, so please God be still working by the time that starts. And just like read their user guide about SMARTGAURD and have your blood sugar meter with you. So all of those things are done, so I'm ready. So it's like at 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna walk Lana, have my lunch, things like that. And I'll be very excited to go into SMARTGAURD because this is the whole reason I wanted the pump. I'm really hoping it'll help bring my blood sugar down to the target level, which at the start is going to be 6.1, and then we can make it tighter at 5.5, I think, or 5.1, I can't remember, in the future. But for now, the target is 6.1. So like when I'm 9.3, like now, it should be auto-correcting and bringing me down. So that's what this video is going to be all about, SmartGAURD, once I get it and get up and running. So I will show you either a bit of the training or catch up with you after.
Then once you've saved that, and for all of you, if you go up to that Bolus Wizard setup for me, please.
Hello, let's catch up after SmartGAURD. Lana's just having her dinner, so I thought, perfect chance to catch up with you. So here is now how my pump looks. So that's the mobile screen. I'll just get the actual pump to show you as well. So I took that photo after training, and right, I'll show you now. So this shield on here means SmartGAURD is on. And you'll see on the example I took on the phone. So basically what I've learned is SmartGAURD is on, so the pump is always making its own like basal adjustments and I guess bolus adjustments based on what you tell it you're eating. And so the pink is the automatic basal and the blue is the auto correction. So, and then any gaps that you can see are like where it's suspended insulin. It won't say it's suspended insulin anymore the way it did in manual mode, so it won't say that, it'll just be gaps. But basically the pump is like making decisions based on what your blood sugar is, what you've told it you've eaten, and it's giving you corrections or basal based on that. So the training was really good. Obviously I couldn't film very much of it, but it was me and 2 other people who had been on pumps before, so I was only newbie. And yeah, just went through everything to do with SmartGAURD, then we set it up together. Target was actually 5.5, mine is 6.1 for now, and I guess we'll review that. So 5.5 is where Medtronic anyway say they want you for SmartGAURD. So yeah, I just set it up maybe about 3 hours ago now, so I'm 9.4. Like, I haven't come down from in the 9s to the 6.1 target yet, but I did have nachos like an hour ago, so probably not the best food to eat if you want to try this out, because obviously the fat breakdown and stuff. But it'll be interesting to try out SmartGAURD with different foods and things. I did ask, what if you're having something like a pizza, really, really high carbs? Because usually I'd split that. And they did say, try it with like 100 grams of carbs, 10 units at first. Like, I would have split that with the fat bolus split to like 5 and like 8 or something units. Whereas they're saying put in 100 grams of carbs, which will be whatever that is in units. So we'll see. She said you might have to do trial and error on that kind of thing. But the things needed for SmartGAURD are, you need a blood glucose target, so mine's 6.1. You need active insulin time. They said it should be 2 hours, but then they also had my like chart and info, and they said mine should be 3 hours, which is what they told me yesterday. So I don't know if we're going to change that in the future. And then also, what was the last thing? Blood glucose target? Yeah, blood glucose target, the whatever I just said, I can't remember. And the last thing that you need is your carb ratios. So my ratios have changed slightly. I used to be always 1:1 on pens, and now they're 1:12 for breakfast and dinner, and 1:10 at lunch and before bed. So yeah, so I'm gonna not really eat for a while because I had those nachos about 4 o'clock, and for dinner I'll probably have something small at like 7, maybe something just like scrambled eggs and toast, because I'm not really feeling that hungry after all the nachos. But we'll see how the journey with SmartGAURD goes. I'm going to suspend it now before a shower, so I'll show you how that looks. And then we'll just see how the rest of the week goes. Have an infusion tomorrow. I'll show you that, see if that's any different with SmartGAURD, but I don't think it'll be. Out of the shower, as you can see here, delivery is suspended. So my blood sugar is 9.4 and I have some active insulin left. So let's put this back on. So as you can see, Lana, this is back on, and we're just going to get it going again. So go back up, resume, and then that like X should go, and it's back in SmartGAURD. And I'll show you while I'm here. I think I'm doing pretty good today. Time and range is that, which is like a really good day here, and this would be an unreal day on MDI too. So let's hope there's more days like this to come. But yeah, we'll see how we got on with the SmartGAURD. Oh my god, I don't know why my phone keeps turning on the flash when I put it at this time of night. So 12.2 before bed. So SmartGAURD is 12.2. So I will show you on the app where all the auto corrections are, because you can't, oh no, you actually can. So I'm still learning. So see, here's my graph. So pink, remember, is my auto basal, and then blue are all the auto corrections. So it's been giving me a lot of auto corrections, and I know you can click through each one on the phone to see how much it's given you, but I don't know if you can do that on here. So let me know in the comments if anyone knows if you can, or if you can do anything else with this graph. But you can see now I've been getting a lot of auto corrections between basically now 8 p.m. and 8:30 and 9:30, let's say, and then I'm 12.2. So like I can't take, well, it does offer me a bolus of 0.05 of a unit, but I'll check it before I go to sleep, and if it offers me something, I'll take it with 0 carbs. But like, it'll be interesting to see in the nighttime if it helps, because this is the whole reason why I wanted a pump. So 12.2 going to bed, and it will auto correct. I might deliver a bolus before bed. If I do, it will only be, see, it's offering me more now. Interesting. But I'm not going to sleep yet, so if there's some sort of bolus before sleep, I'll take it. If not, we'll just see what happens. Probably go to bed in about max an hour. We'll see. So interesting for the first night on SMARTGAURD. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm in a good mood. I'm about to show you how my graph looked for last night and what my first SMARTGAURD morning blood sugar is. Yay, I'm in range for once. Woo! Here's the graph of last night. So like all the pink is auto basal and all the blue is auto corrections. But look at that nice line. So that's between like 5 and 7. Can I go over on this? I think I can. So you can actually move between. And those gaps are where it stopped giving me insulin, if you remember that. So let's just keep going a bit back so I can show you a bit more of the graph. Oh, that's all it will let me. So this is all it will let me show of the graph on the pump, but look at that. So pink is auto basal, blue is auto correct, but look at that nice line since 5 a.m. So, oh, that's so good. Because not gonna lie, I was very skeptical going to bed that this was gonna work, because I was still up at like 11 or 12. So, and it, yeah, just auto-corrected the whole time. So we're gonna put in my carbs for breakfast, and then I'll catch up to you when I do my infusion change today. But I think it will probably be the same, but I'm happy with the first day. So anyway, I already know I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal, so that is 20, we say about 20, probably about that with the milk. And I'm trying to pre-bolus so I can eat at like 8 a.m. and yeah, you can see it's giving me what it thinks it should give me. So now the adjustment is a SMARTGAURD adjustment, but there is none, so it's just purely giving it for carbs at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna deliver that. Right, everyone, so I'm feeling a little bit like I may be going low, so I had a look at my pump, and this is what SMARTGAURD is looking at. So you can see there's a huge gap where there's no pink or blues, and that means that it's like not it's not giving me any insulin, because it senses I'm dropping, and you can see the down arrow, it knows I'm dropping. So I just want to check on my actual blood sugar meter, because maybe it's just because I was dropping why I feel a bit weird, but now that it's suspended I should stop. But let's check on the meter. Oh, it's it's Lana. Yes, that's my meter. It's pretty good. It's 6.6. So yeah, I think I will be okay. We'll see what goes on. I think it's just going to keep suspending. Lana, sit for a while, and then it should kick back in when I start to go up again. In the middle of doing the first infusion, definitely getting better of it. Much less air bubbles. I'm going to keep going and see, did anything come up? Any difference was on the app, it has a little like suspend for the SMARTGAURD, but it doesn't on the pump because I'm using the pump to fill this and stuff. So let's finish this off. Infusion change done. You can see SMARTGAURD's on, and I'm 6.9. Lana rolling around here under me. So I did it much better than the last 2 times. I'm definitely feeling more confident at it, and I got the most units of insulin. I got 210 units of insulin in, because I wanted to put in a bit more in case SMARTGAURD needs it, because my total kind of daily dose before SMARTGAURD was on was like 35-ish kind of. So we'll see if this will help, but I found that much better, and you can see SMARTGAURD is back on because it has no more suspend on it. So I'll catch up with you maybe at the end of the week after I've done a few days, or if anything significant happens, and I'll see what happens when I do a sensor change on Saturday, which is 3 days from now, because I think I'll go into manual mode then. Okay, so I am actually going low. So I'm gonna go and dropping, even though, where's our graph? Where is our graph? You can see I've had no insulin, but I was really high at like 13 all the way back here. And then it started to give me auto corrections. I gave it bolus because it offered me one, see like here. And I guess it all just hit now. The Nova rapid a bit slow, so I'm gonna do my real blood sugar and check now. I don't feel low. Oh, I guess I am 3.5. I don't know why this is like glitching. So let's get a bit of sugar. I'm only going to take half of what I usually should have because that's what you do on the pump now apparently. But yeah, I don't know what happened because I was really high for a while. And then I guess all the insulin just hit. So quick catch up before bed. So 10.8. So this is the second night but first full day of SmartGAURD. And we're going to bed 10.8. Time in range for 24 hours, 60%. Like nothing amazing, to be honest. Kind of very similar to what I would have been on MDI, so we shall see if that will improve throughout the week. But I just want to show you that I'm 10.8 going to bed now. Here's my graph. So stopped giving insulin there, then it kicked in, and then I was rising, as you can see. So did a load of auto corrections, and then it kind of slowed down a bit and just did one more there. So I will update you in the morning with what I wake up at. So good morning. Look at this absolutely amazing blood sugar that I'm waking up on, and the graph has been amazing all night. I didn't wake up once with high blood sugar, which hasn't happened to me in a very long time. So if it could stay like this for the rest of the nights, this would be unreal. It would be really amazing, so I could actually get a sleep. So yeah, like going to bed, can't even remember what was the blood sugar, whatever I said it was before this clip, and now waking up and it's like in the 6s or the 7s is just something that never really happens. So if the SmartGAURD can keep like this, I will really love it. So I'll catch up with you in a few days, maybe when I'm doing the infusion change again, and let you know how things are going. And what I want to do is I want to test it out by having like a really big meal in the evening. So we're going out for dinner on the weekend and seeing how it will cope that night. So that will be the last part of the video. Hello, so it's 4 p.m. I have a temp target on in SmartGAURD. So yesterday when I went for a walk and I didn't set the temp target, I did go low after because it didn't know I was doing exercise. So the temp target is 8.3, my blood sugar is 8.5. I've set the duration just for an hour and a half, so a bit before the walk for half an hour and a bit after. So I think ideally it's supposed to be half an hour before, whatever the duration, and then like an hour after. But my exercise is not too intense. But I just said it because yesterday I did go low because it didn't know I was walking. So I said I would try it out today. So doing the walk now, and we'll see if the blood sugar stays at 8. So I will have the temp target off once the time runs out, and then SmartGAURD will be able to adjust and bring it down if it needs to. Okay, so my temp target is over now. Excuse the washing machine in the background. So you can see my blood sugar is really good. It's at like 6 point something, I can't remember. But it will try to adjust now the SmartGAURD to be around 6.1. So I think I did well because if you look here, you can see I was 7 and dropping and I was still in SmartGAURD. So it suspended the insulin for a bit to bring me more towards the 8.3, which is the temp target. So that's really good because I feel like if it would have been dropping at 7 and it still thought I needed to get down to the original target of 6.1, then I could have gone low. So I think I did well. I think I did well for the first temp target. So that was a good thing to try on SmartGAURD. Hello, so it is a really, really nice Saturday. Let me show you. Look at that. Oh. So anyway, I'm just sitting outside because it's so nice. My blood sugar is low on the pump. It's like 3.8 and going down, so it has stopped giving me insulin. I can see that on the SmartGAURD. I have a sensor change and an infusion change coming up, so lucky me. But I wanted to catch up with you. I didn't film it, but yesterday we got a takeaway, so we got like a really, really nice Thai gluten-free takeaway that I hadn't had, and obviously I had to guesstimate the carbs. Anyway, usually my blood sugar goes high at night, and when I have a takeaway when I was on injections, it was just like I'd wake up with blood sugars like 20, like I'd be up every 2 hours taking insulin, the Dexcom going off because my body hello, sorry, Lana just came over to me, but my body just couldn't handle like really fast, like fatty, not good for you food. So takeaways are just always terrible for me. So anyway, decided to test it out on the pump, and I could see on my SMARTGAURD, so I went to bed, my blood sugar was at like 13, and it did offer me a bit of a bolus, like 0.25, something like that. But I said, you know what, I'm just gonna let SMARTGAURD do its thing with the auto corrections, and it did. And honestly, if I have a picture, I'll put it in here, my graph, like there were so many auto corrections all night, but it worked. So I went to bed, my blood sugar was 13. I could see that between 12 and 3 a.m. it was really fighting to get the blood sugar down. That's when there was the most auto corrections, but then it seems like it got it down. And then between like 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. it was kind of constant, and I woke up and my blood sugar was 7.8, which has like honestly never happened with a takeaway before, like let alone just a normal night. So I feel like I can actually eat food again so far. So oh, there's a bee. I gotta move for. So yeah, I just standing under a tree. Honestly, I feel like I can eat food again, which is amazing. So I've definitely had a better week on SMARTGAURD than in the manual mode. I did struggle on the manual mode. If you watch my pump training week 2, there was a lot of ups and downs, not gonna lie. So I really am liking SMARTGAURD. I'm gonna end this video here because I'm going out for food tomorrow again, but I think I did a really good test yesterday. Having a takeaway is like the ultimate test for managing your blood sugar at night, and it worked really well. And I have my sensor change and my infusion coming up, so I gotta go and get ready for that. So I'm just gonna chill outside with Lana and walk her. But I had a much better week on the pump this week, so I've been 2 full weeks on the pump, 1 week manual mode, 1 week with SMARTGAURD. Let me know what kind of video you want to see next. If you want to see like day in the life of a pump, or if you want to see catch up, or if you want to see problems or what I think a month on, let me know. This is the end of my pump training videos. I hope you enjoyed the series, the 3 videos. If you haven't seen the others, I'll link them down below so you can catch up on them. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see next.